Okay. Find all the spot welds, drill them out and separate the inner and the outer so I can get in there and do some surgery. Let's see, this is wheezed out here at the bottom. Might have to cut this out here too. Over here as well. And there. It's the same on the other fender, pretty well the same exact rust through. Okay, and that'll take a while to get that apart. Then I can really see what's going on. There's the old badging stud there that they just, that's not a good sign. Looks like they've just bonded right over. But it looks pretty smooth here. Yeah, you can feel a little bit of Bondo coming through in a hole. I just oozed it through. We'll see when we get it apart. Drilling them out now. Well, if you're having troubles locating there's one right there. Sometimes they're hard to see with paint buildup or seam sealer. Let's go along and see, let me use an example here. See, there's one there. It usually opens up a little bit. Might be one behind there. Another one there. Just by the seams coming together really tight and then pucker in there. But if you're in doubt, just get your flat screwdriver and go along and bring it in on both sides. Well, obviously there it is right there. And I just grind a more shallow degree on my drill bit instead of using a spot welder, or sorry, a spot weld cutter. And that seems to work fine. Let's see if I can do this with holding the camera. I don't think I can. I gotta hold the fender too. Moment of truth. Show you. Got one more spot weld to do. Right there. Let's have a look. Let me get you set up here in the tripod. I lost my chuck key. Hey, there we go. Let's have a lookies. Moment of truth. Not cooperating. That should come off. With a little luck. And my leg doesn't fall down here on my tripod. What the hell's holding me up here? There we go. Right there. Well, it's all separated. Ah, there's the culprit right there. There we go. Okay, I'll lay it out here. We'll go like this. Let me undo this for a second. Pretty good, no surprises so far. That hasn't really growing more in the inside than I expected. It's about right. Okay, a reinforcing plate here that's it's pretty good. It's thicker metal, so that'll blast good. That was from the heat of the torch there. I had to heat up all the bolts to separate the inner fender well from the fender. It looks pretty good. It's all blastable. Now this here, as you can see on the other side, needs to be cut out. Yeah, so this is all outside in rust. Like outside meaning the outside of the panel that we were looking at in the beginning. Okay, so the inner has no surprises. Now, the outer is what counts the most. Oh, there's that fastener I wanted to save. I'm going to get some new ones of those, use that as a sample. Okay, well this was, in this case, inside out rust. I was just poking through, I saw that. Okay, well, I can repair that. You know, I spent an hour and a half separating this. You got to be willing to put in the time. Let's get the light in here. And the sun, which is like 30 degrees Celsius right now. It's pretty freaking hot. A little bit of Bondo there. I think they took off the badging and then filled in the holes. Or in this case, a hole, which would be a High Sierra, because this is a GMC. You know, you get a good job this way. You get rid of all the grunge. You can put good coatings on the flanges here. The flanges are the part that usually holds the water. Not bad. And the tops are always good because they don't get the road debris, all the rain splash from the tires and all the ucky stuff that causes the rust. Yeah, factory primer. They were doing a little bit of, I see what they were doing. They were trying to, they saw it was rusting or something. They put a little bit of primer on there hoping to stop it maybe. And it came through the hole, the rust hole. Yeah, over here, well this is hooped here. Just the flange there, a little bit of the flange. Weld on some. I've got some 18 gauge, 20 gauge, and 22 gauge. You can use some 22 gauge, the thinner stuff, to manipulate, you know, compound angles, and you know, I don't have all the tools for making panels, you know, English wheel, all those kind of things that make you, so you got to just kind of do backyard stuff. And in that case you can use thinner metal. It's easier to work with and, you know, manipulate it into the shape you want. Right on. Now I can pound this dent out here too. That'll pop out. Well, most of it. Let's check that out. Let's check the inside of this out. Yeah. Okay. And put my sandblaster to use here. And inside I will go with, because it's just factory primer here, you can almost stand on this thing. There we go. Popped out a little bit. That's better already. Get the old running shoe on there. For starters. A little better. Now, self-etching primer. And then epoxy. And then that thing will be good. With all the rust cut out and refabricated. That'll be a good OEM factory Fender. None of this Taiwan stuff. Nothing wrong with Taiwan, but it's nothing better than OEM. Right on. Fender number 2. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay. Aha, I missed one. Right there. Smells like acrylic enamel. Nice smell. Let go of my ego. Quite get the bottom there. Cut. A little hangnail right there. ding. I've been doing this pounding all day. I'm sure the neighbors are loving me. Wow, 4 hours. Yeah, about 4 hours to get these two fenders apart. Can't get that last one there. It's got a little hangnail on it. Maybe if I swayed it this way. Got a bigger one. Jeez. There it goes. There we go. Distorted it a little bit there, but you can straighten it out. And then there's one right here. It was hanging on by a thread too. I can hopefully bend it this way. There she goes. Let's have a lookies. Whoa. This one was a little bit better, but not much. From the outside, let's have a thorough inspection here. Spot there up by the antenna here, which I'll be welding over because mine's in the windshield. This one's a bit better. Just straighten this one out. Have a look-see. Sure this camera doesn't slide up there. Get this down here. Not too bad. That's blastable. Now the other one was, I'm going to have to cut out here. This one is right on the verge. I'll have to see about that. Nice thick metal there to weld to. And that's certainly blastable too. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that. That's surface rust. Now, that's pretty well it. It's all good here. Flanges are good. So it's just this spot right here. And the bottom here is a little weak. From there to there. But all in all, I think I can... I might just replace this little bit right here. That's about it. Could build that up with welds. Now the inside of this puppy. Let's get the other one on the doctor table. Oh, she's hanging out there. Need to make a good workbench for it. These 3-inch slabs of fir that I milled up in my chainsaw. Got a big stack of them over there. I've been sitting there for a couple of years and I might as well use them here. Nice and firm table. Not moving at all. Or flexing at least. This is all that thick gauge. I don't know what that would be. Definitely thicker than 18. It's like 14 or something. It's over 1/16 of an inch. Nice beefy stuff. And I see that he's... 2 of these inserts are missing. When he was taking the battery mount off. Let's see, that's the... Yes, this is the battery side. This is where the battery mounts. Here and here, and because it's around the battery, the bolts use right in the threads. He should have used some heat on there, but hey. I found one with a busted bolt, or actually no, he cut the bolt. See, he cut it with a fiber blade. I could heat it up, and you know, there's about 1/4 of an inch of the bolt sticking out. I might be able to put it in a vise and extract the busted stud and re-tack it back in, run the tap through it. But I'm missing one. I can take it off of my other Fender. Yeah, got the same size corrosion here. There's my burnt paint there from the heat I had to use on it. Yeah, this one's a little bit better, marginally. Just a wee bit. A little bit down here. Oh, through there. That's about the extent of it there. And repair that with welds, I think. Let's come in on an angle and stitch weld it all back in there. Grind it down. Flange looks okay. You sand that down to white metal, and it's good as new. Now the only problem about this thing down here is you can't get in behind these. Well, no, there's spot welds. I'm wondering if the canvas already let go there. Maybe I should take that off, eh? It's right at the bottom where it gets all the, where it looks like two here. I did the same thing on Big Brown. I took the inner off of the outer, but I didn't take this off because it wasn't in bad as shape as this. So in this case, I think I'm going to go one step further, take this off, get in behind there. As I say, it looks like unless there's spot welds this way. Oh yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and along the bottom here, what feels like 1. Well, we'll find out with the screwdriver. Just tap it in there and start prying in there, and then a weld will show up. It'll pucker. It's the best way to do it. Cool. Fender number 2. Glad to get that done. Now I can get in there and do the doctor. Well, fall's approaching. It's starting to rain. Forecast is rain for 3-4 days. And I got some time off here, so I want to sandblast some parts. And I don't really want to, I cleaned out the bay there where the truck is. I really don't want to go through that again unless it's a major like the box. So all these little components, you know, makes sense to do them outside. But I was doing it up there in the bush, and man, you just go through a lot of sand, it just gets wasted. So at least down here I can recycle it. I plugged up the drain with some duct tape, and you know, the stairwell doesn't quite get covered. So I got a piece of plywood there to deflect the rain, and there's air here. Air coming in, and then my big honking squirrel cage sucking all the lighter stuff out, you know, the dust. And then the fines will fall down to the bottom and I can redo it. So I only got a garbage can full of dry stuff. I'm going to have to get some more sand. Yeah, that'll work. Set her up there on the stairs, and I don't want my glass block to get buggered up. So I put a towel in front of it there. Okay, let's fire it up. This one's all ready to go. Get her down to white metal. Beauty. Alright. Let's move this. That'll work. That's just what I want. I don't know about when the monsoons come, this stairwell's going to get wet eventually. You know, gutter dripping there. You can see the drips on the bottom. Old stains will be getting wet down here. So I could maybe, it's pretty hard to do a jippo on that. I guess I could put plastic across from here staple it there and go across, and then any drips would go out there. You know, I've got a passenger door I gotta find, and I'll end up probably doing that. That's the end of the fenders. The inner fender walls are new. Yeah, that's pretty well it. It's just maybe a door. So this should last me. Okay, let's fire it up. I like to put a coating of well-through primer where there's going to be heat. And when the self-etching primer and the top coat burn off, well, this is still there as a base. Only need to put it on the flanges there. There you go. Yeah, there's a little bit of rust there. You can see the pits that I pointed out there in another video. Turn the can upside down. And I got a little surprise here. So that's this is inside out rust, because it's in the inside of the two fender panels there. So actually that's good. I didn't really think it was going to be that bad, but it's okay. It hasn't gotten in here behind this lower reinforcing bracket there. I can just cut that little bit out there. Ah. Actually, I'm just going to put a little bit right there where it's potty. Extra little bit. Oh yeah. Wiper down, grease and wax remover, and get a coating of self-etching on there. I'll just leave the paint away in this area here. I need to have some lunch, or actually a late lunch. It's almost dinner now. And I'll get back to this. Need two hands, but you know. Wow. Got the shakes. You can actually see the paint getting gooey again. Well, maybe that's a good thing. I've left this for about a week so it can cure longer. Well, that's bare metal. Can't get any better than that. I think I could hit my heat setting a little bit more. Oh yeah, there it was down. That thing, you move it like 2 points and it makes a big difference. That sounds better. You get the idea. Spot weld, grind. Come back, spot weld some more, grind it down, maybe even three times in places. I don't want to get too much heat going on there. Yeah, that's what it should look like there. That's even better, more penetration going through there. Okay. pretty good. Looks pretty good. And I put seam sealer over all the welds here, just in case there was any pinholes that I missed. Looks pretty good. I sure hope my clothesline holds out. Oh yeah? Yeah, bug. There's a bug there. Another one there. Clear coat sand.